Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be week number 3 for my Shop My Stash for the month of May. So for those of you who are new to the channel, the month of May for me has been a no-buy, so I've not purchased any new makeup / beauty products in the month of May. So I have also been doing Shop My Stash basically at the beginning of the week or the end of the previous week. I will go through my collection and pick out products that I will use for the entire week. And usually they are products that I either haven't used in a while or really haven't given enough love to in the last couple months. So that is what we're going to be going through today. So this is week number 3, though I do realize, I realized after I uploaded weeks 1 and 2 that were combined, that was actually weeks 2 and 3, and I never even mentioned week number 1. So this is technically week 4, but it is upload number 3. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to work primer, foundation, and so on and so forth. And we're using 2 primers this week. The first is the Tarte BB Treatment Primer, broad spectrum, SPF 30, and has SPF 30 sunscreen in it. And I am in the shade Fair. This claims to be a 12-hour primer with buildable coverage. It is tinted, so I am excited to get more use out of this. I've only used it a couple times. But let's give you a closer look. That's what it looks like. But I am excited to give that a go. I got this during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty deals. I feel like I get most of my makeup during those sales. But this was half off, and I'm definitely excited to give that more of a shot. The other primer that I'm using is, I'm not really sure if this was meant to be a primer, but that's how most people use it. This is just a little sample size of the L'Oreal Paris Revitalift Miracle Blur Instant Skin Smoother. I believe this also has SPF 30 in it. This is not tinted, but this is what this looks like. You know, I don't even know. I think I've used this maybe once, and it was quite a while ago. So I'm excited to give this another go. The 2 foundations that I'm using this week, the first is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless 3-in-1, basically a CC cream. It's CoverGirl Plus Olay, and I'm in the shade 205 Ivory. It looks like this. This might be slightly too pink for me, but we will use specific powders or color correcting sort of toppers to fix that, but I am excited to give this a go. Sorry, this is what this one looks like. The other foundation I'm using, or getting more use out of this week, is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. I'm in the shade Fair Honey, and this is what this bad boy looks like. I love this foundation, but I haven't really gotten a lot of use out of it recently, so it is one of the 2 foundations that I am going to be using this week. Let's see, I didn't pick concealers or highlighters. I'm sort of going to go back to my old standbys, which is probably going to be the Maybelline Instant Angel Lined for under eye area, and then probably just the Maybelline Fit Me to do any spot concealing that I do need. But let's do cheek color next. So I'm using a couple different products. This is the Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow palette from BH Cosmetics, and it looks like this. I just have a nice little mirror up top, but this is the blush. There are 2 little bronzy contour shades and under eye powder, but this is too yellow for me. I would never be able to pull that off under my eyes. And then this is a really nice subtle sort of highlight. So that is one palette that I haven't used in a very long time that I am going to try to get more use out of this week. And then I am going to be using the Becca Jaclyn Hill collaboration Champagne Pop. Again, I love this highlight, and I still have a little Becca Jaclyn Hill sheet protector on it. I love this highlight, but I just haven't been getting a lot of use out of it. I usually gravitate towards my Mary Luminizer. That's like my holy grail. But I do love this, specifically for my fair skin. And since all those palettes and her whole collection is coming out in the next couple weeks, I thought I'd give this another go, because I'm definitely going to need that eye palette and that cheek palette. Even though I do already have a full size of Champagne Pop, you can never have too many of these. And then another little cheek product that I am going to be using this week is, Rochelle will know what this is. This is the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade 05 Luminoso. So this, while I adore this shade, this is one that I haven't been getting a lot of use out of because I have been using more cheek palettes as opposed to individual blushes lately. But I love this shade. This is just like the most beautiful, peachy, sort of not even iridescent, just like it gives you really nice lit from within glow, and you really can't beat it for the drugstore cost either. So I'm really excited to get more use out of that this week. Okay, so now we're going to be doing 2 mascaras. This is a little sample of the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I have not used this yet. I don't even know that I've opened it, but we'll open it someday. I'm going to be using it this week. Okay, so the formula looks a little bit moussey, and this is what the wand looks like. I have heard amazing things about this mascara, so I'm definitely excited to give it a go this week. I'm also going to be using, this is still new in the package, haven't opened it yet, but it still has been in my collection for at least over a month, but I haven't opened it yet. It is the Wet n Wild, what is it? The Max Volume Mascara in the shade Amped Black, and that's what it looks like. It also comes with an eyeliner. I probably won't be using that, but I've heard wonderful things about this too. I've heard it gives really nice wispy lashes, which is usually what I like, more natural and not sort of clumpy or extra volume. But I'm really excited to give this a go. So that is the other mascara that I'm using. And then I'm also, oh, look, he got his toy. I'm also using this brow product. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper Brow Gel Mascara in the shade medium to dark. And I recently got their, I want to say it's their Brow Stylist, like Definer or something. It's basically a dupe for the Micro Brow from NYX and the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I love that product. So basically what I'm probably going to do is use that product, then use this on top to sort of give a little bit of extra volume and color and sort of hold as well. So I'm going to be getting a little bit more use out of this. This is what the wand looks like. It's a little bit bigger than the Gimme Brow or the dupe from Essence, but there are still fibers in this one, which is one of the reasons I did pick it up. And now I think the last two things that we're going to be using this week are two eyeshadow palettes. I am going both high-end this week because I haven't gotten a lot of use out of these. This one really at all because it is newer to my collection, and that is the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So I'm really excited to give this one a go. I'm excited to give all my products another shot this week, actually. I took a lot of time to pick what I was going to use, but I am excited with what I did pick. I think I've only used this maybe once or twice since I've gotten it. I think just once. But I am really excited to sort of get more into it and really create a bunch of different looks. So that is one palette that I'm using this week. And the other palette is my Lorac Mega Pro 2 palette. This was one of the holiday collection items that they came out with this year. I don't have the first one, but this is the second one. And I'm really excited to give this a lot more love. I love these shadows. They have great pigmentation. It made it to my my perfect palette tag for pigmentation, especially for these darker shades, which are wonderful. But I am really excited to sort of create a bunch of different looks with this week. I'm eyeing the shade Penny. I haven't used it yet on my lids. Ooh, but it's a nice, really pretty bronzy shade. Oh my gosh. And that's what that looks like. I'm really excited to play with that one this week. But yeah, that is the other palette that I'm using this week on my face. So I think those are all the products that I'm using for the last week in May. I'm trying to think if May kind of goes on to into the middle of next week too, at least the beginning of the following week. But if it does, I'll do another one. But I'm excited to sort of finish up my Novi month. There are definitely some things that I have had my eye on that have made it into my shopping cart on Ulta.com and Sephora.com as well. But yes, these are the products I'm using this week. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask per usual. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.